What's up, everybody? It's Saturday, and I sprayed that 25 acres I needed to first thing this morning, and got that done, knocked out, fed bulls, went to Twin Creeks, checked cows. So I got home a little bit ago, and figure since it's good and hot, I'm gonna throw my saw chaps on, and let's keep cutting some trees here behind the house. So I will show you this timber we've been working on. I've been hand thinning it for about a year. I've been working on this project, and the idea is try to get it to where we can timber graze some sheep. So I've got about a dozen more trees I got to take down, and then it'll be ready to burn and then seed. So just been kind of a little slow project I've been working on. So I don't know why I always wait until it's really good and hot to do this kind of stuff, but I was sitting in the house for a little bit, and I was like, man, I'm bored. I don't want to sit in the house. It's sun shining outside, and it's not as hot as it's been all week. It's about 90, so it's not terrible. But these pine trees right here were so thick you couldn't even see through them. So I started watching some videos about what I could do with this, because there's not enough timber here to have somebody come in and actually log it and stump it. But it's also nice to have this buffer kind of between our house and the neighbors. Like when the leaves come off, I could see my neighbor's house through the trees. So to clear cut all this, it's not going to be good for erosion because this ground is kind of hilly. And then B, we take all the trees out, my neighbors are going to have pretty much a straight shot view right into my bathroom window. So we're just trying to make the best of it. So I have cut, I don't know how many trees out of here. It's probably been over 50, maybe 60. So plan is today I'm going to drop, I painted a bunch that I wanted to take down. I'm going to drop those at least and then see how it looks, and I may drop some more. And I'm going to make a big burn pile in the middle of this because we're going to burn all this anyways. So that's the plan right now. We'll see how it goes. And see, this is the stuff I'm after. These little spindly pines that are never going to amount to anything. I want to take them out and open up the canopy a little bit more. Same thing with these little oak trees that are never going to amount to much. I got some white oaks in here I'm going to save, but these black oaks and the chinkapins and all those they're just kind of worthless. I'm just going to start taking some of these out and open it up and get more sunlight. So ideally I want, like, this is really shaded right here. I want it to look more like that where there's more sunlight. Oh my God, are you guys okay? That was close. I am not a professional tree feller by any means. I do well enough just to try to get them going in the right direction. So don't come after me in the comments saying, oh, you need to do this and this back cut. I don't care. I'm cutting 10, 12-inch trees and I just want to lay them down. I'm no precision logger. I don't care that much. If I had it my way, I'd have the excavator in here and I'd just rip the stumps out and everything and just throw them wherever I want. But unfortunately, I no longer have access to that excavator anymore. So that's pretty good. I kind of tried to lay it all on top of each other and then I cut it into sections so that I can just grab, decent sized pieces with the tractor and a grapple instead of trying to mess with the whole log. But that opened it up quite a bit. There's a couple more I really should take out of here, but I don't think I'm going to. So, and then my saw is probably 20 years old, and I've never done anything to it other than change the air filter, the spark plug. I just put a fuel line in it the other day, and it's not running quite right. It probably needs to be, the carburetor needs to be adjusted, but it's running good enough for what I'm doing. So I'm gonna drop a few more, then I'm gonna grab the tractor. Well, that's pretty good for right now. I'm gonna go grab the 56 and I'm gonna start grappling this stuff up. I think I'm actually just gonna put me a burn pile right there pretty close to where it is. So pretty much just push everything, grab as I need to, and just start stacking it up. I'll probably do three burn piles through here, so not any of them are really freaking huge, because I have a bad habit of making them really big, and then when they burn, I mean they freaking burn. So this one, I'd rather do a few smaller ones that are a little bit easier to control. I think I can get the bulk of it with the tractor, and then the rest I just kind of got a hand throw up on there. But it's a pretty good sized brush pile. We'll throw these couple logs that I can't get to or with the tractor on top, and we'll move on to the next spot. But this opened it up. This opened it up pretty good. Well, that's a pretty good pile. Now that I'm good and hot and soaked, I'm gonna go inside. So I kind of have a rule when I run the chainsaw. When it runs through one tank of gas, that's usually when I quit. So I'll burn through one tank of gas. So that's about it. But yeah, tree work's hard. The tractor makes it a lot easier. And when I was in high school, we used to have to lift weights for football during the summer, and I think we had to have like 25 sessions or something like that throughout the summer, and you could break it up however you wanted to, but you had to have 25 sessions. Yeah, if you didn't have your 25 sessions, for each day that you missed was 2 miles that you had to run. So I think at one point I had 8 miles I had to run, and remember we were running, and I was about 3 miles in, and I was like, man, this sucks. And I said, Coach, is there anything else I could do besides run all these miles? And he said, yeah, we just had all this timber cut for down here for a new field house that you aren't ever going to get to use, but it's for, you know, the class after you. He said, you can move brush. And I said, say less, man. I said, don't threaten me with a good time. I'll drag brush all day long instead of running a mile. On that note, till next time, y'all take it easy.